Hey, great Wednesday evening. It is a quiet evening in the city of Brownsville, Texas. And let me say, it has been a busy day for me, despite the fact that I have done nothing. I did not do much work today. I spent all day at the office. Had an interesting conversation with the individuals who I rent from at the office. Just a nice conversation. I appreciate the fact that I have a very good relationship with the new owners of the building that I am renting from, and I appreciate it. I appreciate their well wishes. I appreciate their blessings of having a renewed contract in my hands, and it's a good professional working relationship. And I make mention of that solely because a lot of the times we don't have good evening, good evening. We don't have a lot of professionalism going on throughout this area. Cancel. And I think the reason behind it is because we fall into this big old rancho mentality, and that's just a really very unfortunate because we have so much potential. And I was out there sharing a picture, and again, I just shared the picture because I thought it was an interesting picture of what's happened to Boca Chica Beach, and you know before it was nice and green and colorful, and I don't know if someone added a little bit of color to that picture, and now it's a little bit more on the gray side because of all the construction that's out there. Again, to a certain degree, it's progress. Having dinner at Key and Costa Mesa in Mission. Thanks for the invite, bro. I don't necessarily disagree with the progress of everything that's going on out there. I've stated this before, and I'm going to say this again, guys. Goodness or gracious, guys, we need SpaceX. We desperately need SpaceX, and I think that there has to come a point in time. I, I love you, Papa. You know that, Matthew. There comes a point in time that you have to find that median. You have to find that middle ground where you ultimately have to decide: we want progress, we want to protect the environment, we want to keep our beaches, but we still want SpaceX here. You have to find that middle ground. I think my biggest concern with SpaceX, and I've shared this constantly out there, guys, is that we've never had a real true seat at the table. And I find that very disheartening. I think with a lot of the politicians that we've had for far too long, they've bent over to the women will of Elon Musk. And again, I'm not necessarily saying that Elon Musk is a bad guy. He's a businessman, guys. So the guy's going to want to make a buck. Thank you, Matthew. The guy's going to want to make a buck. It doesn't mean that we don't have anything to offer. I think that's part of the issue that I have with a lot of these folks out here, that they've sold us short. You know, they sold us short. We have a gem here, and they've tried to pawn our gem to anyone out there that would, you know, pay minimal dollar on it. It's like a pawn shop. We got this diamond, which is the city of Brownsville. Uh, Thank you, Gavi. You're right. Which is Cameron County. It's a diamond, and these folks have tried to sell it off to a pawn shop. And you know what happens at a pawn shop? You get screwed at the pawn shops. That's very unfortunate. Um, and I make mention of this is that because we've got to find that median, that middle line. We've got to find folks out there that are willing to fight for what is in the best interest of the people here in the city of Brownsville. Este, so one of the things that I hope that we get from candidates out there is not so much out there touting the political rhetoric, because I really truly believe that we're all tired of the political rhetoric out there. I think that one of the things that differentiates us as to a lot of the different places in the country is that we're just tired of the political talk. We just want something a little bit better, something a little bit different, and I think we're at the point where we deserve something better, something different. And I think Sam's knocking at the door finally. Hey, Sam.
I was trying to figure out a door around here. I was like, man, there's nothing.
Oh, yeah. Wait, well, it's kind of trippy because I thought you had access to put yourself on already. No, didn't you? Don't you?
Yeah,
Should have
of
just
course,
thrown.
but you gotta make that what's it called? That entrance.
Oh yeah, it's just there. Did you see that picture I posted about SpaceX out there?
Um, I think I did, like the one that shows when they first started and then now.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I
think
mean,
I've seen that one in the SpaceX page already.
yeah, it's on the SpaceX page, and I think it's regards for. I mean, which, and I don't know if you heard what my spiel was. My spiel is, we've got to find that middle ground. We need SpaceX. We can't get rid of
You need
SpaceX.
like three more SpaceX in there.
At least three.
Yeah.
But that was one of the things that I was hoping from LNG, because when LNG was coming in,
You know what it needs? An arena. No,
uh,
but in all seriousness, like a good company that could,
well,
like, I know Maximus hires quite a bit of people. I kind of, because I know he has like several locations, but something of that magnitude of SpaceX that pays around like the good $20, $30, $40. Because they said they were gonna be starting people like around 50, no? But that's like the employees themselves, not the subcontractors.
oh yeah, but let me say, uh, that's what part of the promise was when we were getting LNG. When we were getting LNG, they promised us 6,600 jobs, Sam.
Quick question, man. What if they just start pushing more entrepreneurship of like just doing more like little, what are they called?
Innovating style.
Yeah, something like that, to kind of, instead of just having companies come here, like push people to do entrepreneurship, like starting
Well,
their own business. But the whole permit thing kicks in, and then you gotta
well,
wait 6 months.
I'm glad you went that route. Well, first of all, that's what BCIC is here for.
Yeah.
BCIC is here in order to help individuals, start up businesses. Brownsville Corporation Incentives Corporation.
Isn't like UTRGV has like a program of entrepreneurship or something
Well,
like that? That
that's
kind of stuff?
that's what this building here, Sam, at the
That
E building,
e-commerce or
the
whatever it's called.
e-commerce building. That's what it was supposed to be. It was supposed to be in work with UTRGV and Texas Southmost College in order to continue to promote entrepreneurship here locally.
Yeah.
That's what it was for. But again, I totally think, and again, I'm going to stick to my ground. I totally think that they opted to use that building just to shut me up, just to say, well, that's what the free con la casa de nylon building, just to
Yeah.
shut him up. And let me tell you, I think that they destroyed at least a historical wall on that building, because it was a piece of crap building, but a historical wall that was on the side. They destroyed that and they gutted it out so that they could put windows on there, which I understand makes it look a little bit more modern. But there's nothing of the Casa de Nylon building left, because once you start.
I want to say the moment they shut you up was the moment they put dirt inside Casa de Island to break ground.
But yeah, but they gutted the whole building. They gutted
Yeah.
it, and then they gutted the walls to whereas
Yeah.
you could go by now and there's just big old where they're going to put windows on there, I'm sure. But what I'm trying to say is, then why keep the building? They should have just destroyed the whole damn building, because it's completely new building. Now, this was the entrepreneur hub that was supposed to help Brownsville in regards to what you're mentioning in regards to helping individual start up their own business. Started doing their own Brownsville Shark Tank. Here, right here, a block and a half away from my office. Unfortunately, now we learned that Josh Mejia is gone. Se fue el vato. I, mean,
Yep.
I didn't even get a phone call back. He didn't even call me.
Wasn't he promise? Didn't they promise it was gonna be up in the show?
Well, the
Or
commissioner,
was that before the arena?
that was before the arena. Commissioner Los Santos promised me. He said, "We're going to have Josh Mejia on your show." And I go like, "I seeing is believing," you know. Well, let's see. He never, you
Why is
know.
everybody hiding though after the arena?
Well, it's just feels that way. Like everyone went into seclusion. The mayor hardly posts anymore. As that, no one on the city commission is saying anything. The BCIC, Josh Mejia skipped town. Now is a part of the Chamber of Commerce in McAllen. Se vargó el vato, you know. And part of the thing, Sam, where's all this love for Brownsville that supposedly these people had? You know,
Yeah.
because they got up there and gave these speeches like, "Oh, we're moving ahead to go forward, Brownsville." Look at the post that they put out. "Oh no, Brownsville together, Brownsville united, moving forward." Yeah, entonces era puro pedo, it was all
By
just
the
fun
border, by the sea and beyond.
and beyond. It's a bunch of crap. It's a bunch of bull. It's when they're trying to fool you, to
Yeah.
try to make you believe. But you know what really pisses me off? It's not so much
Yeah.
that these people are getting paid. They're getting bank. Josh was making 100,000. I would say, of course, Trey's making millions as the mayor of the city of Brownsville. Commissioner Los Santos, God only knows how much. I mean, or if he's making anything, we'll see. But they're all banking. So
Yeah.
at the end of the day, now it's like not even with a
But
bank.
on a side note, man, with all due respect, De Los Santos, he dresses like he's a millionaire con sus chanclas. He dresses like he's balling. I don't know who he is, but
Well, someone is,
I
and
saw
I
him
think
in that Pride I guess post that he put that they're gonna be celebrating this month. Ya andan chanclas todavía.
yeah, and again, I understand that that's his thing to do. And again, I'm not dogging anyone for dressing any which way that they want. But sure, and that was one of the
I
concerns.
remember someone that would always wear sandals, even to church.
Well, that was one of the concerns that we had with Tony Martinez. Tony Martinez would go out there with a fishing jacket at the city commission meetings, with one of those cheap fishing jackets. You're the mayor of the city of Brownsville. But again, it is what it is. Let me go through the comments real quick, and then we'll go into people leaving Brownsville. Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. Having dinner in La Costa Mesa and Mission. No invite, baby. The
Those are
salt
big
of the earth
plates right
is
there.
here. I have never been there. You're always invited, Dad. Sí, pero no me dijiste. Do you think Elon Musk monitors your show? I know for a fact that some of his people do, because I've been contacted by some of the
They
Elon
saw
Musk.
mine.
Yeah, they actually brought me a shirt and some water.
It
You
was
know,
water from Mars.
yeah, it's something. But they brought me water. I have it there. I mean, I think I opened it up. It's kind of trippy because it's one of these black bottles that they have. It says SpaceX out there, and it was some kind of special water or something. Pues de repente se me acabó el agua para el café. And they didn't. El primo didn't bring me some water, so I said, "Screw that! There goes the SpaceX water." So I sure as heck, because a cup of coffee for me is more important than a bottle of water. So I did have my coffee from SpaceX. I appreciate that, guys. I need more. To anyone out there, if the Musk Foundation people are listening, please send me more bottles of water, please. I'd greatly appreciate it. That'd be great. Um, but let me go through all the comments, and then we'll go
I know
in.
he gets a lot of requests from everywhere. They were even trying to get Musk to kind of like buy off that Kitty Hawk to have it there like
Oh,
nearby as a museum.
yeah,
But I'm
yeah.
like, bro, like the maintenance on those ships is ridiculous.
Yeah. I mean, this guy didn't become a millionaire by doing charity work.
Yeah.
Good evening,
Now,
cheers,
if
everyone.
Brownsville would have maybe gotten on the ball, they would have maybe put that on the port of Brownsville.
Something. Uh,
But
those who are having a mega pint tonight in Johnny Depp's honor, or just because, you know what? I'm so frustrated with all this Johnny Depp thing. You know, I'm like, who cares? But it seems
it's
like
because you always see like the girl, the female, always being on the side of the victim of the domestic violence, and this time you're able to see the other side of the token where it's the male being the victim of the domestic violence. It's not always the female.
yeah, but
But
one of the things that you and people need to realize,
what happens when you hook up with toxicas?
these guys, these guys got money. They get $1 million attorneys. We get court appointed attorneys. There's a big
Ooh,
difference.
Camilo Velasquez.
Hmm?
That's
Who's that?
Johnny's Depp, the lawyer, the girl that was saying objection to everything.
Guys,
Eric,
banking,
she's getting followers left and right.
banking. But again, they're the ones that they get all the defense. I mean, look at O.J. Simpson. He got off. Guy's guilty as crap. But anyway,
Mhm.
yeah, I'm just tired of all the Johnny Depp thing. I put up a little thing about Johnny Depp. Let's do a pitada. It was kind of sarcastic, and then all of a sudden it got started to get shared, and we're like, people really were into this kind of crap.
Yeah,
Hey, sugar, hey, sugar, da 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 da. Ah, honey, honey. Tough morning show. Uh,
very tough. I saw part of it. I saw like a little bit.
you
Or
saw
was that yesterday? I think I
you
saw it yesterday. It's not
you
today's
saw when I
anymore.
was screaming at Roman.
No, I didn't see it today in the morning. My bad. It was yesterday's. I only
Oh,
saw a little bit. I was actually on the road. I still had like 30 more minutes of driving in the
uh,
middle. It's ridiculous, man. Driving in the middle of the desert, it's no lights. And then the roads are like, so it's like I go from like 60 or 80 going like to 40 right away because it goes like this and then turns.
yeah, I had a small discussion with Roman this morning, but let me say, guys,
Let me take a wild guess. Was it about transgenders and gays?
yes, of course, because and this is my comment this morning. I said that's where Roman always takes the subject, and it gets old, and again,
Yeah.
but to everyone out there that was sending me messages like, oh, okay, okay, I said Roman and I are okay. You don't understand the dynamics. I
Yeah.
fight with
You'll
Roman
still
every
talk. It's your friends. You still talk. You're gonna argue with people, and you're still gonna talk to them, no matter what.
Roman and I have fought more times than I've seen my dentist in the past month. As the guys, let me tell you, it's just Roman. But again, I'm not upset with Roman. We had a conversation afterwards, via text message, even. So it's not that sí, ya se pelearon. It's the new drama thing. It's not. People need to stop reading so much into
It's
things like
because
that.
Roman likes his hair being pulled a lot.
Yeah, he likes he likes to be
He's a masochist.
quiere que le den golpecitos. And I'm here to serve, guys. No, Roman and I are okay, guys. So if anyone's out there is worried, because I got this big old, it's kind of trippy because I got this big old like WhatsApp message from someone who agreed with Roman, and like rah, 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 and I just put like, okay, cool. I didn't even read that crap. So if y'all are listening tonight and y'all send me encyclopedia WhatsApp messages, yeah, you better believe I'm not gonna read them. I'm just gonna put okay, or I'm gonna put coolness, and then
What if we
I
send you
didn't
an
read the crap.
audio?
Huh?
Can I send you audios? Audio
No, and
clips?
yeah, you lost me completely if you're sending an audio. Don't even think. And I might click on them just to pretend like I've heard them. I'm not gonna hear them. So this big old message I got today, I'm going like coolness. That's it. I didn't read your 10-page message that you sent via WhatsApp. And to all those folks out there, just stop wasting your time. I mean, if you might enjoy getting off to writing me big old theses in regards to your comments, I'm not going to read them. I don't have that time. I was watching this amazing show today on Netflix, and I think everyone out there should watch this show. It's called Atypical. Have you heard about it?
It's an awesome show.
You've seen it?
The whole series, the whole season.
You've seen it.
Seasons. Yeah.
Let me tell you guys, it's funny.
It's
It's
a great
great.
show.
It's a great show. I'm just now watching it. I'm on the first season. I'm almost at the end of the first season. It's a great show. And
Oh, you're in the season where he hookups?
well, he hooks up with a page.
Yeah.
Let me tell you guys, if y'all want a show to watch Atypical. I mean, let me tell you, I started
I
to
won't
see it.
ruin it for you.
Yeah, don't, yeah, don't. But what I'm trying to say is, it gives you another a viewpoint in regards to autism, and
Yeah.
I greatly love that. It's really very important. It's kind of cool that the chick from Karate Kid is on there. Haley, Allie from
I
Karate
didn't
Kid,
even recognize her.
because her plastic surgery is horrible. It's
Who's that one? Paige or the sister?
no, the mom, the
Who?
mom's
She
Allie.
was on Karate Kid?
Yes, and she came out on uh s- um
Who? Which one from the Karate Kid?
she was Allie, the girl that
The
was in
young
love.
girl?
Huh?
The young girl?
The girl that was in love with Ralph Macchio, with the Karate Kid.
Oh wow.
But her plastic surgery is just really really bad. Now it's Allie, and I recognize her because she came out on
Her
Cobra
voice
Kai,
sounds familiar.
huh?
Her voice was familiar, but
That's her.
I didn't look into it.
She also came out on To Kill a Babysitter or Babysitter something. That
Yeah,
movie,
yeah.
which I kind of like that movie. I mean, I actually want to go back and see that movie. But
And I know
anyway,
there's another show about like dating while being autistic as an adult. There's like another show on Netflix. I don't recall the name, but Atypical. Like
amazing.
I saw it with my family. Like everybody was like into it.
Yeah,
Like everybody liked it.
it's so hilarious. It's so funny. It's so well written, guys. So anyone out there that wants to see a great, great show on Netflix, Atypical. And again, I love the spin that they do in regards to this autistic child. Actually wonder if the actor is actually autistic, because let me tell
It's
you,
either that or he's a great actor.
a great, great actor, a great, great actor. Facial expression, everything's amazing, amazing. But anyway, este, so in regards to this morning, we're okay, guys, and we're okay. Uh, I didn't read y'all's long, long ass comments because I was watching Atypical. That's where we went to Atypical. But Roman and I are okay. Number Sam, lo que te estás perdiendo, Dad.
Yeah, in Costa Mesa, dude, I've been there for breakfast. It's like two people can eat off one plate. It's ridiculous. And the margaritas, I think they're like this.
How the hell are you going to all these fancy places and I don't can't even go to Whataburger?
Porque ahí te duermes.
you know what I you know what I learned yesterday?
Huh.
You know that
Oh,
Whataburger.
I showed you the PayPal, the Apple Pay. I told you how to link your card to your Apple
Wait, I
Pay.
did. I just hadn't ever used it. I did link it.
You do the screen recognition thing.
Yes, but I never done it because I literally forgot my wallet. But let me say, I went to Whataburger because I wanted a fish sandwich. Do you know that they don't have any fish sandwich anymore?
No, I did not know.
They did away with the water catch. That was a good piece of fish. No water catch at Whataburger. And I said, what? No fish. So I had to order a chicken sandwich, which is,
Yeah.
tastes like fish, but smells like chicken. So, or something like that. But so I ordered the chicken, and I realized I didn't have my wallet. And I was going like, well, maybe they'll pay for me because. But I remembered. I said, do y'all take Apple Pay? And she said, yes. And I said, like, okay. So I looked Apple Pay and I found it. I clicked on it, and sure enough, I paid with Apple Pay. It's the first time.
Cool, man. I use it, but I know that Walmart and HEB don't do it yet because they have the old school
Oh yeah,
POS.
they don't have
But
the pick up
Target does. Target does do it.
because they don't
So
have the readers where they read your card.
yeah, I know, but Target does, and that's where I go whenever I need anything.
Target's expensive. Tú eres de la high. You're going to Costa Nostra and
Costa Mesa.
whatever.
Hey, they have Starbucks in there, man.
They do have Starbucks at Target. It's still
It
expensive.
just smells good while shopping.
Pira Redondo, the UI school district, pretty please. Yes, the one who just stopped cooperating with the Rangers just told CNN a few hours ago that we will deal with all the details when the families quit grieving. Yeah, that's one of the things that I think that I've noticed a lot. Law enforcement needs to shut up. They're saying the wrong things.
Yeah, they are. That's not their forte.
Not the
But
forte.
they stopped cooperating because they were being bashed by CNN and telling them how they dropped the ball so bad. And I guess anybody could say anything while being on the other side, but when you're at the moment, and they're supposed to be trained because they're cops, but it tells us that not everybody's trained for that, even the small towns. Small towns are not trained like the bigger cities
Well,
because they don't have all that funding.
let me tell you, we're not prepared. We're not trained, and that
We're
should
not
be.
even prepared for like a little drizzle.
No, we're not prepared in regards to our local law enforcement. Take into
Yeah,
consideration.
it's like I told you. What happens if it's over there in Ben Bright? What if it happens in the
No
by
we have
veterans?
no patrolling, Sam. And if it happened to veterans, Border Patrol is there because they're always patrolling the border. But
Yeah,
we have a lack of personnel at the Brownsville Police Department. We're
yeah.
understaffed. We're understaffed, because
And
politicians have
then now
everything
they're
they
trying
want.
to say like, oh well, give the guns to the teachers and all this stuff. Like, man, they already had a long list of things that they have to deal with, and then they added some more after COVID, and now you're trying to put them liable if there's any shooters. Like, no, man, that's why you have security there. Well, that's just my opinion. I might get bashed for it, but if you're already hiring security, like train them, you know.
I kind of liked it when you were getting bashed for the protocol thing.
And I'm pretty sure, and I still stand on that opinion.
I Guys, please keep on bashing him. He deserves it. But
It's because it's like how they're called. They're called freaking what are they called? Like Facebook keyboard warriors. You can say all you want from like behind the screen, like, oh, I would have gotten in. I'm like, yeah, bro, but some people like still have kids and they gotta be alive for those kids, you know. And some people, but as far as like I'm saying, like a regular parent, but like if they're cops, hey, that's what you signed up for.
that's what you
You
said.
gotta go in all
Go
out.
in. Hello, my friends. God bless you. Thanks so much for what you do. Thank you. Good evening. Good evening. Back to the Davida tomorrow. Wish me luck. Oh, God bless. My sister is at Davida. Suerte para ti. She'll
Like
take
that,
good
that
care of you.
bites.
Eh?
The dialysis bites. You're
Suck.
going back for services or you're working there
No, I think going back. I hope.
to receive dialysis?
I think so. Not sure.
Because that sucks.
But say hi to my sister. Another shooting in Tulsa.
Did you hear about it?
No, I've been on the
It was
show.
in a medical. It was a medical there in Tulsa, Oklahoma. It's like a clinic, but it's like a medical area.
Oh, Bonnie works there.
And huh?
Bonnie works there.
Oh, okay, that's good. The one in Tulsa, the guy killed several people and then he shot himself.
How many deaths?
They don't have a number right now, but it sounds like a few.
Bonnie, say hi to Gabby for me. Tell her I'm still waiting for her to get me my Cancun trip, and tell
I
her
was
I want.
about to tell you that.
She promised me a Cancun trip, and tell her that she needs to do lunch with me soon. I haven't talked to her in ages. I was talking with my
Y eso
fellow
que
teachers
vivía how many blocks away from you did you live?
like 4 blocks away. I don't have
Ya
that.
fuera llegado para el cafecito en la mañana. Es que tú quieres llegar y que te sirvan, no. Llévate una bolsa de pan de dulce con café,
That's not me. You know me. You know me better than that.
¿no? O
You know.
llegas con el pan de dulce todo mordido, como no te voy a decir quién, tus tías.
Oh God, yeah. Todo el pan lambisconeado. And todo duro. They bring the bread that was like 3 or 4 day old bread. Y viene y dice, te traje pan, Alicia. Lichita, lichita. Crazy women. I was talking with my fellow teachers about having teachers carrying a handgun to protect themselves. And students got some questions for audience. Who will pay for it? What kind of training? Well, and look, I understand a couple of things from you, Shinobi. And first of all, is we need more training in everything, in all aspects. Because one of the things that I think that we've been screaming about is that the district and local law enforcement, they don't have the training that they should be having. And look, and my point with what you're saying, and I agree with you, Mr. Nobi, and Mr. Nobi and I always sometimes fight. But my point is, we need to demand more training. But who are you going to train? It's like Brownsville Police Department.
I want to say security and administration.
Well, let's go back to Brownsville Police Department so I can finish my thought.
Okay.
Who are you going to train? We're understaffed. You know, we're understaffed. They're leaving because they're getting paid $32,000 an hour when someone at SpaceX is starting off at $50,000 a year. You know,
$32,000 an hour?
$32,000 a year.
Sign
Sorry,
me up. I'll work 2 hours and call it quit.
that's it. Yeah, unemployment. But $32,000 a year, when you got people in SpaceX out there, getting paid $55,000 a year. You know, people are leaving. They don't want to deal with this crap. And that's one of the things to our local law enforcement. That's one of the things we warned about. And what happens, it's like with teachers, Sam. What happens is the same thing that happens with teachers. You start disrespecting the teachers up here at the top. They want to retire as soon as they can. They leave, and you're left. And God bless everyone out there. You're left with a lot of unexperienced teachers, the
Yeah.
newbies, the ones that don't have all that all those canas, all
And
that
some
knowledge.
teachers that have been there for years, man, they weren't used to that technology. And then you push them, throw them out there to where like hey, it's 100% technology. It's either that or you're out. And they're like, "Pues let me tough it out this year and I call it quits." And you're losing people with such great experience that could be teaching other
Well, did you
new teachers.
you saw that post in regards to Houston? Houston's losing at least 800 teachers. 800, bro.
Yeah,
That's crap load.
all over Texas. I think they had a name for it about all the teachers leaving, but no joke. There's like some sort of crisis of everybody leaving and not trying to become a teacher anymore.
It's crap. And it's
And it's scary. At the same time, it's scary because you, as a country, as it is, the level of education that it had right now compared to the rest of the countries in the world,
gotcha.
it was like not up there.
Now, talk about math. Math. Everyone sucks at math, especially me. Who will pay for it? Ultimately, we're paying for it. But the district has money, bro. You know that. I know that.
But like going back to the whole teachers thing, I think you should not be the teacher. It should be the administration, like the principals, assistant principals, have those people in charge of the guns instead of having the teachers. You know,
Yeah, they don't do anything else.
it seems
That
like it.
that diva ran away. Are you both broken up now? Yeah, Roman actually left the show. But look, guys,
Yeah, teacher exodus. That's what it's called.
and Roman Exodus this morning. But
Roman exodus.
let me say, guys, Roman's okay. Roman's been going through a lot. Take into consideration he just is a little bit under the weather. He just lost his grandmother. I can understand this time that he blew a fuse.
I gotta see the show.
It was kind of
Sounds
funny.
fun.
It's towards the end. Finally, a real show is on. Glad to have it also back on Sam's show. I appreciate you.
Thank you,
Oh,
sir.
well, if Sam could be more consistent in regards to being on,
I'm trying here.
besides target practice, will their active shooter training as well for the teachers or classified personnel? Uh, there should be. Let me say that there should be some kind of training out there. We've had none. And look at the
Like, will they be reimbursed? Like some teachers, like they're all pro gun.
well, look
You
at look
know,
at look at the tapa el sol con un dedo type of situation. Tapa el sol con un dedo. You've got the district at the end. Right after the Uvalde thing, 3-4 days afterwards, they're doing these drills. Isn't that just a little bit on the too late side? You only got a week
that's the
left in
whole like
school.
reactive, like you were talking about last time.
That's unfortunate. You know, it's just para taparle el ojo al macho, and that's what's unfortunate. That's what's
Yeah.
unfortunate. But I agree with Sam. Get a lot of these office staff. Look, if they're going to come into the school, they should be coming into the front door.
Or you know what? How about just come together and like design the school better for better protection?
Well, that was
Like,
the
is
other
there any openings in the school?
that was the other recommendation in regards to vamp up.
Because they had said that a teacher had opened the door, correct? And it could have
That
been by mistake. They should have some, like they say, protocol of how open the door for someone that you don't even know. You don't know if the person was pointing a gun at the teacher and the teacher had like but the thing it goes back to there's so many theories, so many stories of how everything came about.
I don't know. Again, that's what we were talking about this morning. There's just so much misinformation out there. We just really don't know.
It's not just misinformation, it's just like so much information that they just need to organize and break it down.
Yeah, but who you gonna trust, CNN or Fox News?
Whatever cameras they have.
Everyone interprets everything every which way that they want. That's what's unfortunate. Good evening, Arlie. BIZ will be giving out breakfast and lunch for summer. I saw that. I think part of the issue that I have with it is that they're forcing the students to eat it there, and it's only for like 20 minutes. Guys, you can't rush kids to eat in 20 minutes, guys.
They're rushing them.
Yes.
In los precios, all you gotta do is just go pick it up, and that's it.
That,
Vete para la casa a comer.
and one of the other things that some of the other school districts were doing, Sam, they were just packing it up for 5 days. Llévatelo. You know, they distribute 1 day, 2 days, y para la casa. That's it. It's
Yeah.
over.
The thing is, tienes como una gente tiene como 5 huercos y pues te vas a llevar bastante y vas a llenar todo el refrigerador.
I thought you
And
were
some people don't even eat all the food from the cafeteria.
no.
Some of it is not even great after 2 3 days.
Well,
So that's another thing you gotta take into consideration.
well, it's like
It's a
that.
lot of food going into waste.
It's like they used to serve those mixed vegetables. No one ate those mixed vegetables. They threw that crap away. It was horrible.
Pero si fuera pig in a blanket, it only lasts a day, if anything.
Yeah. Shinobi, there are some teachers I wouldn't trust with a protractor, much less a gun or
That's another thing, man. Because some people still have PTSD. How do you know they're not gonna react with some student and be like, you know what, chavalon, boom.
mocos, perro. Whataburger got rid of Buffalo Chicken Burger. Those bastards.
There should be a riot.
I say, let me tell you, it's like when I put up a post out there. There's going to be riots because Little Caesars pizza went from $5 to 7.50.
That's insane.
That's madness.
That's a 50% price hike.
That's crazy. Is it? I thought you were bad at math.
I'm awesome. You'd be amazed.
Hey, Erasmo, hey, Vela, explain Apple Pay. Apple Pay is when you put.
He's just messing with you. This guy's a businessman. He knows Apple Pay.
I didn't know it. Apple Pay, and let me tell you, I have the newest watch, and I just heard that the Apple the
Dude,
iPhone
it's on your
14.
watch too, but you gotta program it, and you could just click on it, and it's a lot easier.
I know. Now I know, but I had never used it. I never thought had a need to use it because I always carry my damn wallet. But the iPhone 14 Pro Max is coming out in November. You better believe I'm going to buy that.
Yeah.
Okay. But going back into Apple Pay, so you put your card on your phone, and when you have those scanners at the pay place that actually scan your card, so you don't
It's
have
called
to
touchless.
that touchless thing, so you don't have to insert your damn card. You could just put your phone next to it and picks up your phone card, and you just double click on it.
Yeah, you press on your wallet, and it pops up whatever card you want to use, and then it beeps it, and then you gotta confirm it with your face recognition, and then it's a lot easier.
It's a lot easier. Law enforcement making making our governor look bad. Yeah, I don't. Although I don't think that Greg Abbott needed a lot of help in doing that. Why the police department making Governor Abbott look bad? Yeah, I thought we understood.
Because they looking bad because they went based on the governor went based on Uvalde's police information, whatever they gave him right there in the moment, and then new information popped up, and then he was like, well, that's new information. Now we got to go with that information. And they were asking like, well, you should have freaking researched everything and confirmed everything.
100%. You should. Part of and again, they should have done a little bit more research. They should have taken their time to figure out all the bits and pieces before they went out there and tried to have a publicity stunt, a press conference.
Yeah.
So you didn't have all the facts, and then that's where Beto shows up, and then Beto makes a fool of himself, and it was just a big old hoopla for
It
nothing.
was horrible timing on Beto because people are grieving and trying to get some information, man.
But at the end of the day, it's all everyone's doing it for the political points. Abbott was doing it for the political points. Beto was doing it for the political points. And that's what's unfortunate. Because it's not about Republicans. It's not about Democrats. It's about community. Tell Gabi she still owes me a Cancun trip and she still owes me lunch. What is the BIC security going to do? Hit the with their cell phones? Well, yeah, because they spend all day on the cell phones. Will trained teachers be expected to open carry on them, or will it be under lock and key?
Like, to be honest, I wouldn't blame a teacher having a gun on the desk. Like, as long as it's like under key, I would be all for that. As long as they've been like, if they're on the cool, like not cool. There's no way to find out if they're on the cool side, you know.
Yeah,
You
but
don't
look,
know.
and Mr. Nobody, what he's trying to point at is like, well, y'all have all the we don't have the answers. We don't, because at the end of the day, not an expert in these things. Someone that should have a little bit, it's above my pay grade. Those individuals should be coming up with ideas. We've got nothing, bro. Nothing from
Hey, you
years
know
out.
how after 9/11 there was like secret agents or whatever they call them on the airplanes, and they were like
Marshals.
undercovers,
They're called
marshals that were
marshals.
undercover,
Yeah, they're
in
still
case
there.
something would happen. Okay, great. What if they do that with the teachers? Like, hey, you know what? We're gonna assign at certain points at the schools, assign them like several teachers that they're, I guess, voluntary to have a gun there in the
Yeah,
thing.
and nobody knows who they are.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, something needs to be done. That's what we're trying to get at. Do something. She's at the other clinic. Love her. Tell her she owes me a damn trip to Cancun and she owes me lunch.
Hey,
Please.
don't forget that other guy owes you a coffee cup.
Which one?
El de Restauración y Poder, or what church
Oh
was it?
yes, Pastor Rafael, Pastor Rafael Guzman. You owe me coffee, bro, and lunch. And the guy from Pedro Medina, my compadre, my buddy. You owe me a tennis match, and you owe me coffee. I like them. I love them though.
You should have a whiteboard with all of them.
I need to write them down because I gotta remember. You know that's why I'm the greatest pastor in Texas and not and they
Hey,
are.
but shout out to Vicente Martinez. He makes awesome TikToks.
Who does?
Vicente Martinez.
You're crapping me. He makes TikToks now
Yes,
on how to
he
steal
has
checks from
been.
how to steal checks from viejitos.
Does he?
Well, that when they had
Oh
that.
no, 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 no! You're talking about your primo. I'm talking Vicente Martinez, the guy from church here on their page. That was
Oh,
him.
sorry. Sorry, Vicente.
Mm,
I get all my Vicentes confused.
yeah,
For some reason, I added Martinez to all that group.
yeah. No, no, no. There's another guy. This
Uh,
guy is. I want to assume he's a preacher or a pastor of some sort, but he makes TikTok. He's just announced earlier that he was gonna have a baby. No, you don't recall? You have a horrible memory. You should get that checked.
yeah, let me tell you, it's all the stuff, substance that I used in my 20s. Este, let me say, guys, I probably just said a couple of things I shouldn't have. But again, everything's going to be okay. 5 deaths in Tulsa. Eesh, so sad. Prayers go out to Tulsa. But will Roman ever come back on the show? Yeah, he'll be back tomorrow.
He'll
Maybe.
be on June 6th.
He'll be back. He'll be on tomorrow morning. Not tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, guys, we actually have Judge Dan Sanchez coming on tomorrow. I appreciate the judge reaching out,
This is the guy
calling.
running for office, right?
He's running for Congress.
Okay, then it is the same guy.
So Sam, please make sure you're on time tomorrow. So we will have Dan Sanchez on. He is the Democratic candidate for the House of Representatives to fill in the empty seat that was left vacated by Congressman Filemon Vela, Representative Filemon Vela. So it should be an interesting little show. We'll see what happens. Again, and I've stated publicly, anyone that wants to come on that's running for office can come on. Judge Dan Sanchez is the only one that is accepted. And I greatly appreciate him reaching out and giving us a call this afternoon. Had a great little conversation with him. Again, always respected the man. The man's done, a great job in the community, out there in the community, and I can appreciate that. For dead with shooter in Tulsa, are we going to ask doctors to be armed and prepared to act as shooters, like we are asking teachers?
Thank exactly my point. But I think hospitals have security as well.
The shooting in Tulsa seems that the shooter had been watching the show, and due to Sam saying off.
Yep, there's protocols.
I think, I agree with Mike. I think it's Sam's fault.
It could have been, but the guy wanted to kill himself either way. He shot people and then he killed himself. What was
My
the reason
friend,
behind it? It would be great if all those people that are going to do mass shootings and kill themselves, please leave a damn letter behind explaining everything. That way we don't have any freaking questions about it afterwards.
yeah, something or a video,
Something, man. Just leave a damn paper with something.
or use Apple Pay.
No, Apple Pay's not going to help you at all.
No, it helped
And
me.
don't send video voice clips either because we're not going to listen to those either.
Yeah, if you send a voice clip, trust me, I'm going to delete it. That crap.
Even if you're the mass shooter.
Even if you're the mass shooter, I'm not going to listen to it. My friends that are teachers don't want to be armed. They signed out to teach, not to stop active shooters. Let me say this: friends of mine uh, who are in a building that has no exits. Some friends of mine want to defend themselves.
Yeah.
and their children. You know, and again, I think it's
But
just a
like I
matter of
said, sorry to interrupt. It should start on top. The principal,
yeah,
assistant
but
principals.
I think everyone should have, you know, if they have the want, the desire, and the training, Sam, why not? You know, have
It
you
goes back
seen?
to the voluntary part.
Well, have you seen the classrooms in some of our elementaries, Sam? The classrooms in our elementaries have absolutely no windows, despite the fact that the deputy superintendent thinks that they all have windows. They have no windows.
Yeah.
So if an active shooter goes into a building and barricades the door, Sam, he's got toda una hilera de classrooms where students have no way of escaping.
Yep.
So again, wouldn't you? And again, Chuck, and I understand y'all's point, guys, but wouldn't you want one teacher, or two teachers out there with a gun?
You're gonna need more, but it goes back to the whole security.
Yeah,
Have a security
something.
trained, but if they get trained in that, of course you're gonna have to pay them more than freaking $10 an hour.
Well, yeah, more than 32,000 an hour. Will teachers get paid $35 stipend by the hour or yearly, like the coaches 4,000 for carrying? That's see,
That's
that's an
reasonable.
idea. But see, that's an idea. That's throwing stuff at the table. Something. We're getting nothing, bro, and we've gotten
But
nothing
then you're
at
gonna what are they gonna carry? An AR-15 like the shooters, or is you gonna give them a damn nine
well,
millimeter?
and again, and one of the comments that I heard in regards to look, Sandy Hook, Columbine, they weren't AR-15s. You know, this guy, unfortunately, he was 18 and able to buy them. Did I? Des Moines, Iowa
You
is
can't buy
going to have.
alcohol, but you sure can buy an AR.
Yeah, I know, joke. Des Moines, Iowa is going to have 500 teachers retire or resign at the end of the year, and that isn't a huge city. Let me tell you, bro. Again, Houston is, but take into consideration that Houston is divided in several different districts. It's not
Yeah,
just one Houston district. It's South Houston, Side Houston, and some other crappy little districts out there. There should be no training. They need to fortify the schools, make it to where they can't go in, or at least hold them outside for a while so the police can respond. And then the cops get there, they should shoot the shooter. If you're not willing to protect people, don't apply. And they need to do away with police handguns. Criminals are better armed. AR-15s for law enforcement.
yeah. But it goes back to the thing: are you gonna now make the windows of the schools bulletproof?
They don't have windows.
Are are you gonna like make sure that there's no other entrance besides the front entrance? But then it goes back to the
Fire hazard.
whole. Yeah, exactly.
So much for Cancun flights in Brownsville. Flight prices are through the roof nowadays. Let me tell you, I actually found, and again, this is going back
You
into
gotta fly
Brownsville.
out from Harlingen.
Yeah, I actually found a flight from Harlingen to Cancun, $268.
Round
That's
trip.
round trip. That's not bad, guys. $268 is exactly what I can afford. I actually was considering taking a weekend and just getting a ticket, which I should because they're going to fill up really quick, you know, and that's really unfortunate for the city of Brownsville because that could have been us. It could have been us. But Harlingen eats our lunch. Edinburgh eats our lunch. McAllen eats our lunch. San Benito.
¿A dónde sale Brownsville? ¿Nomás para Houston?
That's it. Houston and Dallas, I think.
So when they say beyond, it's like to the border, sea, and to Houston.
Yeah.
That hour
On the
flight.
border by the sea and Houston. Roman's nuts. I saw it when he started talking about Democrats and liberals, all wild eye, even busted out the conspiracy theories. Yes,
Sounds fun. I'm gonna watch it.
it was interesting, man. And you know, again, and my point that I try to make to Roman, look, I don't like to play those right wing, left wing games. You know, I don't. Este, I hate liberals. I hate the crazy right people también.
The extremist.
Yeah, the extremes are horrible. And look, I'm sorry, guys. If you're out there, you're thinking that individuals that want to classify themselves as a female or a male, and you think that they have a mental issue because of it, you're on the wrong path. Again and again, and I know that's one of the reasons why I received this big old thesis this morning. I didn't read it. So keep on sending the thesis. I'm not going to read. Again, public schools do not know or never teach anything but safety drills. That needs to change without a question. I agree. We need something different. But again, yeah, we just need something different. Governor Abbott has asked all school districts to report their plans in case if an active shooter protocol. Teachers who closed the door use her attorney to make the Valley PD say the truth, and now she closed the door and it didn't lock.
That's a bummer.
It is. We trust
Did
Chief.
she get shot? I don't think so because there was only two teachers, and those were the ones inside the classroom.
Okay. If teachers are allowed to carry, it should be limited to which teacher or administrator carries. Keep lists private. Yeah, again, like the marshals. It keeps teachers safe. Kids from trying to see a gun, preferably ex law enforcement, ex military trained, must be extensive by local, state, and federal agencies. I agree.
Definitely on point.
Yeah, certifying teachers throughout the school and have them make up a committee with a safe in their office classroom to have a gun in case of an emergency. Again,
You
these
know
are
what? This would have been thought out if they would have like given more funding to that safety committee that they had a couple of years ago.
that they, yeah,
But they didn't. They took
they
away
need
money from that, and now they're it's biting them in the butt.
to get them in the nuts. What's up, fellas? Hey, Abel, my man, looking handsome.
So, man,
You don't want food to go to waste. I make the square pizzas every day. I'm sure if the kids don't eat it, a parent will. Those square pizzas were amazing.
those breakfast pizzas were amazing.
I never had the breakfast pizzas. That was before
You
my time.
missed out.
Maybe I should go back to school. How many
You should.
certified trained teachers per campus or per grade level? Teachers have to get 30 hours of GT honors and ELL English language something. Bilingual with 6 hours update per year. Yeah. No, look, and we're agreeing, Mr. Nobody. I mean, there's already tons of stuff on a lot of the teachers' plates. But take into consideration, there's a lot of folks out there that are already certified, that are already, trained in weaponry. They're already there.
These teachers already go to the range every weekend.
But take into consideration this district won't even let teachers wear blue jeans.
That's sad. But in Los Fresnos, they do. Just to let you know.
Whataburger is now Chicago owned. Yeah, it's been like for the past 3 years, no?
Yeah.
Hello, ham and cheese. I mean, salmon cheese. That sounds like a good song, Richard. Is Miami going to buy you the new phone? Let me tell you.
The iPhone 14.
No, I wasn't paying for my phone bill for the past 5 years. All of a sudden, my exes, as they decided to change the cards on me, so now I'm having to pay for my own damn phone bill. So, to all my exes out there, screw y'all. But thank you for paying for my phone for the past 5 years.
Mommy's not gonna pay for the iPhone, but a sugar daddy might.
I'm looking for one. How do Mexicans cut their pizza with little cheese? But uh, yeah, keep your J job, Mike. Hay que hacer tanda para comprarle los cheese. It's not cheap anymore. Someone lost their phone, and the person who found it hacked the Apple Pay and spent over 2,000. Wow.
How with
Yeah,
a face recognition?
yeah. You got to be able to get into the phone. I don't think Luis understands the concept. He probably has an Android. Bro, Beto interrupted a meeting full of white men. The majority of the community was Hispanic. Beto did not interrupt some press conference. He interrupted a Greg Abbott Republican dog and pony show. But it's exactly what I said. I said that,
Cruz is not white.
yeah, but well, he's a little bit on the white side.
He's trying to. He's
Yeah,
trying really hard.
too much, except when he's going to Cancun. But that's exactly what I said, Mike. I said that it was a show for Abbott. It was a show for Beto. It was a show on both parts. It's a game. They have more subs and teachers that barely treat them right. Teachers lose more incentives and care less. What makes you think that they'll have staff carry and let alone risk their lives? Just saying. Again, guys, give
What
people
happened to all that money that came in?
tons of money. I give people a choice.
That
You know,
Esser's money.
yeah, ESSER funds. It's all gone into crap. Have I already said that? Have I? Hey, I already said that, Sam. Yeah, Sam said it first, though. New teachers who carry private and guns not left and desk students will try to get it to concealed carry.
Great minds, bro. They
Great
think alike.
minds think alike. Guns experts say teachers should wear it on themselves. Plus, it'll make kids behave better. Yeah, we don't want that. We don't want guns to intimidate students or for that to be used as a means to intimidate
It's
students.
supposed to be like a. I understand sometimes they're a handful, but it's supposed to be like a welcoming, like learning, um, experience or environment, a learning environment.
Dan, if you pay attention to him, actually, he's has a lot of conservative views. I'm going to vote for him. We'll hear from Dan tomorrow, and I have known the judge for a while. Este, again, the guy's a stand-up guy. Has always treated me with respect. I was a little bit sad that, and he made mention. I heard they told me that you were a little bit on the sad side. I said, well, yeah, you didn't have my number, but it was a kind of a trippy deal because when he was answering back on my text messages, like, "Hey, who is this?" I'm going like, maybe I got the wrong number, and I'm calling someone judge. I hope they did, and I was going like, they better not think I'm going like doing that sexy talk, like, "Hey, judge." Because I now I don't know if you noticed. I don't know. Well, I don't know. You're married, so you don't know any of that sexy talk. But now is the BB. Have you seen that? When people are
PB.
yeah, when like people are sending you little messages, they go, "Bebe, BB, ¿cómo estás, bebé?" I think it's cute.
No one does that except for your sister and her husband, and I know who exactly you're talking about. I
Well,
know, I know you know exactly what I'm talking about.
oh my lord, they're crazy. And we had Mayra Flores for Congress on the show. Yes, I was actually one of the people on there. We they need Mike as head security. Let me tell you, Mike would scare the crap out of anyone wanting to go shoot up a school. The commission teacher. There's a mass shooting every day. Usually happens in low income black communities. No one talks about it because who wants to cancel? Who wants to be able? Oh yeah, one of the things I learned this morning was this earlier this week that there was like 36 deaths, gun deaths in Chicago or Philadelphia put together, and that's crazy.
Yeah.
Texas regulates dildos, but not firearms. They regulate dildos? How is that even a thing? How do they regulate dildos?
Um, I'm pretty sure some your other guests in the morning has more information on this. But the limit, as far as I know, and I'm not sure if Luis was the one that said it last time. I think it's six.
You can only own 6 dildos.
Yes. And that thing, that's when I said that he might be like unlawfully carrying.
You're joking.
No, it's true.
Well, we could probably ask the judge tomorrow. That'd be one of the great questions. Judge, do you know how many dildos individuals can actually own in the state of Texas? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Just follow mass shootings tracker on gun violence archives. That's crazy. Dildos. Mike, could you make up a meme on that? If Governor Abbott removes gun-free zones with his new law he passed this year, allowing open carry permit free, can we allow like back in the good old days? Can ATOs take on campus? Um, I don't think that we had many shootings back in the old days. Idea Riverview was thick window because they're right next to the door and constantly hear lockdowns. Charter schools are on top of it. That is true, and I think that there are what
Why
idea
is BISD lacking and being so like late on things
proactive,
when they're the ones with the biggest freaking budget?
proactive, and what's happened is because Idea Riverview is so close to the border, I don't think they're any much closer than veterans is to the border.
Yeah. So why does veteran not have it?
True. Tell some of the vets or old timers to come out a retirement card. Okay. There was
Yeah,
eight.
but then you come back to the whole PTSD and what if they have an episode or something to that effect and start shooting?
There were 8 or 9 law enforcement that were out of the hallway that didn't stop the shooter. You think one pistol carrying teacher will stop someone armed with an AR-15? Well, there was one guy that stopped a guy with an AR-15, and that was that guy that rushed in from the barbershop. And let me say,
But
it,
he didn't have a pistol. He had like a rifle.
well, whatever he had. But let me say, it
But
was
it could be anything. It could have. You can stop a person with a handgun given the opportunity.
yeah. Let me say, Chuck, uh, if I'm in a classroom and someone's coming at me with an AR-15 and I have a gun, you better believe I'm going to try and do some damage
You're gonna clear that clip real quick.
real quick. And let me tell you, I'm going to try and do some damage because my life's and my students' life's in danger, bro.
Yeah.
Luis Rodriguez dildos kill more people a year than guns.
Facts.
Yeah. Erasmo life facts. If guns are intimidating, maybe cops should keep them in their desks or locked in their cars. If cops can carry, so should citizens. Oh, that was my other concern. Is look, Beto wants to go take your guns away. Let me tell you,
He ain't gonna do diddly
Jack
squat.
Squad. Let me tell you, you really trust, and this is one of the points I was making this morning or yesterday. You really want to trust government and militia and military to have guns only? That's what happens in a lot of the socialistic countries out there. It's
Did
not
you
the
hear
best.
about Canada?
Yeah, but Trudeau's kind of nuts, man. You think investing in higher and better fences would have stopped the shooters? Uh, I don't know. I honestly don't know what. See, part of the problem is I don't know personally
You
what
know
the
what happened,
what
man?
the situation was
They
between
were they should
the
have been more
shooter and
proactive
going into
with the
the.
shooting.
We don't know what the situation was from the shooter going into that open door. Was there a fence? Was the fence open? We don't know. Sorry, Sam.
What happened was like from the moment he shot his grandma, and then from him shooting it there at the funeral building, and then he shot at the school building from the outside. Like that was so many opportunities for the cops to show up, especially being in a small town.
Yeah. Let it be known that BIZ is the most vulnerable of all districts. They are sitting ducks. The sad thing about all this is no one can predict a demented mind, much less stop them on the spot. There's some truth to that. Greg Abbott's full of crap. He told the Uvalde folks during the memorial that stricter gun legislation was already on the table. The next day, NRA, he was passing stricter legislation would not stop evil men. Again, not anti GOP. If you pay attention, pat attention to out of everyone, Trump had the smartest response to the shooting. He said that we need to put better fences in schools so shooters don't get in with armed guards. Yeah, I agree. Damn, Mike watches a lot of politics.
I don't think a offense is gonna stop anything.
Well, I think what they were referring to was that we have a lot of our
It didn't
jail.
even stop immigrants from jumping the border fence.
Well,
It's
but what
gonna
they were
stop
referring to
people.
is a lot of our jails and detention centers have these big old fences out there to keep people inside.
But imagine going to drop off a kid and it looks like a freaking penitentiary.
Well, I mean, maybe that's where we're getting to in this society.
Might as well just leave everybody go back to virtual learning.
Did you drop something behind you? The dildo? I wanted to check if you were wearing pants. Oh, I am wearing pants actually. I don't know Sam, but I am. Bro, whoever said mass shootings in black whatever and being canceled, who cares? Like seriously, those are losers killing losers. We're talking about crazy folk. Yeah, I agree. Let me, and I agree with Mike, and I'm probably going to get in trouble for that as well. I agree with Mike. Part of the problem is that there's a lot of innocent kids and a lot of innocent folks that are caught in the crossfire. That I think concerns me. We should have a show where we look at Sam's internet history. I think that there would be a lot to talk.
I will get banned from Facebook.
Or who was the other? Or Mike? Mike's history. Yeah, that would be interesting. Crazy folks butchering. Yeah, that's right. ¿Dónde están los stipends? Nada de stipends de BISD. Erasmo, there were so many shootings. 56-year-old. Not only were they're shooting, they were bombing. Usually perpetually. Then you left. Yeah, 100%. During the riots. Only six dildos. Fed's gonna kick open majority movement. Sir, you're under arrest. We know for a fact that you've got eight. There's six here on the bed. Where's the other two? Oh, I carried. I'm currently at Austin, where those woke blue-haired liberals keep giving me the stank eye.
If I'm in Austin, I would be definitely be carrying. There's lots of nuts there.
But let me tell you, maybe they're giving you the stank eye because you're pretty good looking. Not to veer off topic, hurricane season is here. Any comments, gentlemen? Let me tell you, it's one of the things that we've been screaming about for months now. Are we prepared for a hurricane? The answer is absolutely not. We are not,
Well, thank God they're already charging us for the damn resakas that they're gonna clear out.
which is has not going to happen. But we're getting charged for it. There's shootings every day in Chicago and other places. Y'all take away the people's guns, and only the criminals will be armed. Beto sucks. Wake up. 100%.
Yeah.
Beto does suck. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care if you're a Democrat or Republican. Beto O'Rourke sucks. The big one.
And I bet you anything, when it gets closer, he's gonna change his mind and be like, "Oh no, that's not what I meant."
Yeah.
Just like last time.
Y'all misunderstood what I was saying. Nobody's going to take your guns, and if it's for the government that you have, and if it's for the government that you have them, the government, the day it wants to use its military against you, you're going to die. So relax. Um, let me tell you. So relax your serious ass. Digo, Mike.
Hey, you know what? They were talking about like if you buy a gun, you gotta get life or some sort of insurance, just like the vehicles.
Well, I want to know where Mike keeps those other two dildos that could not be found by the feds. Saludos a Pat Alex y Trey, los mayor's camaradas. Feds, we're here for the dildos. You hear that? You call back it up. Beep, beep. Not even his real name. No. I'm finally eating dinner. Had an unexpected show with Mayra Flores. Yeah, we saw it. I was actually on there for a bit. Good job. Sam, anything else?
No, man.
It's
I
good to have
guess.
you back. It's good to have you back.
Thank you. I'll try to be more consistent.
I appreciate that. And it keeps me sane. Guys, have a great let's coordinate a hurricane preparedness session for the community. Yeah, I don't think I have time to do that. That's why we pay these people, because they have all the time in the world. That's what they're getting paid for. And they're doing a crappy job. Guys, have a great day. Social distance, face covering, hand sanitizer. Great evening. See you tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock
Imagine
in
if
the
a
morning.
hurricane comes and then destroys SpaceX.
No, don't do that.
That will be a bummer.
They're crazy. Guys, we need SpaceX. And tomorrow morning we should have Roman on, since Sam's going to be working. And tomorrow night, Sam and I will have Judge Dan Sanchez running for Congress on tomorrow. Sorry to disagree, but the Border Patrol agent who borrowed a shotgun from his barber did not engage the shooter, just offering free fact checking. Again, I'm not going to dispute with you, because maybe not everything is out
Because
there.
there's several pictures. That is true, though. There's several pictures because the one that was supposedly shot the shooter had a vest, and it was from Bortac. I believe that's the correct name that they have.
So again, I mean, I'm not going to disagree with you, bro. Again, I just think it's just too soon. We just don't have all the facts, bro. Again, I'm not fighting with you, bro.
If there was cameras, that'd be great. They could produce those images, but I think it's gonna take a while before they come up with all that stuff.
Anything. But love y'all, guys, and thank y'all for all being on, guys. Tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock in the morning, be here or be queer, guys. It's there
because it's June.
Because it's June. Guys, be good to each other and continue to be good to me. God bless.